Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stephen Toop, and I serve as President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. Every year at Congregation, UBC has the honor of bestowing honorary degrees upon individuals who, in the opinion of the university community, have fit the criteria of excellence and eminence in their chosen field. Ian Wallace is one of those individuals, and I invite him now to step forward to receive his honorary degree. Madam Chancellor, Vancouver enjoys a strong reputation in creative and performance practice in the international arts community. One of the important reasons for this is Ian Wallace, a Vancouver artist, art educator, and scholar of visual and literary culture. A pioneer in photo-based conceptual art, Mr. Wallace earned his BA and MA in art history at UBC. He has become one of the most significant creative artists and thinkers on visual culture. He commands tremendous respect amongst artists, educators, curators, and collectors, all of whom acknowledge his distinction as a creative practitioner and critical thinker. His impact upon the development of both traditional and photographic conceptual art has been profound. Nowhere is that import and impact more evident than in his former students. He has taught generations of art students, both here at UBC and at the Vancouver School of Art, now the Emily Carr University of Art and Design. These students include Jeff Wall, Rodney Graham, and Stan Douglas, and others who are part of a group whose work has become known as the Vancouver School of Conceptual Art. Because of this, Mr. Wallace might rightly be regarded as a founder of the school and certainly a driver of our city's reputation in the arts community. Mr. Wallace helped establish the Orr Gallery, a site of innovative art exhibition and discourse. He's also served on the boards of the Contemporary Art Gallery and the Vancouver Art Gallery. He was awarded the Viva Award for Excellence in the Visual Arts in 1997 and a Governor General's Award for the Visual Arts in 2004. Last year, he won the prestigious Molson Prize from the Canada Council for the Arts. Madam Chancellor, for his fundamental role in reinvigorating visual arts education in BC and Canada, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa upon Ian Wallace.
By authority of the Senate of this university, I confer upon you, Ian Wallace, the title and degree Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
It now gives me great pleasure to ask Dr. Wallace to say a few words.
I have to reach for my speech here. What a tremendous day, and for me, really a very, very special honor as somebody who's had a long relationship to the university, and always very grateful and very kind of proud of the ability of the university to give me all the things that I needed to move forward in life. But I'm very pleased, if you don't mind me reading my address here, I'm very pleased to accept this honor in the name of all of those people, the academic colleagues, artists, students, friends, and family with whom I've worked with for so many years. All those people have joined with me in the common effort to create the necessary link between the experimental creativity of the contemporary arts, and the visual arts in particular, and the most rigorous intellectual demands of research and articulation of the academic program of the University of British Columbia. As an artist and an academic, I've always worked to emphasize the natural relationship between the free expression of a personal and intuitive creativity and the knowledge of the world as it is that is gained from objective research, to ensure that intuition be informed by knowledge and that knowledge be invigorated by intuition. Throughout my career, I have identified and practiced simultaneously as a visual artist and an art historian. To do both requires some sacrifices and compromises. As an artist, I never went to art school. As an academic, although I earned a master's degree in art history, I never completed the formal requirements for a doctoral degree, and moreover have not yet written the major sustained research publication that's expected of a doctoral candidate or an art historian. Nevertheless, my commitment to a sustained artistic vision and exhibition practice, as well as a long career as an instructor in art history, has enriched my life and the community in which I live and work, and has won recognition and inspired those in the much broader world audience. I'm committed to a lifelong attempt to create original works of beauty and poetry, and to create and provide original reflections on our society, to celebrate the everyday and the heroic, as well as to present critical reflections on its contradictions and its conflicts. The daily reward of a life well lived, my life as an artist and a teacher, is what I have had the great pleasure to share with those around me. And for the 30 years of my life as an instructor in art history, first at UBC in the late 1960s, then at the Vancouver School of Art, now Emily Carr University, until my retirement from a formal faculty position in 1998, I've been lucky to have experienced the greatest pleasure by sharing my passion for art with numerous brilliant and enthusiastic students, several who have become lifelong friends and who have gone on to great accomplishments in the world. It was important for me, in my own measure of success, to be able to pass on the tremendous tools of possibility and awareness that I found for myself in the great art of world history, and to communicate to others the insights and the means that have allowed me to move forward in life. This is not a project that one pursues for oneself alone. My object has always been to inspire others to find themselves in the richness of our artistic heritage, and to continually renew this heritage with their own personal vision, and to join with me in creating new art in the most vital forms of contemporary expression. This is the source of an authentic and original culture and a vital intellectual community. At this time, I'd like to pay tribute to some individuals who have inspired me in my early years, and I'm only naming names of people that I came into direct contact with and was inspired by in my early years at UBC. This list could go on forever if I was to discuss all of those individuals who have influenced me throughout my whole career. I'm only naming the early people. I'd like to name first Maurice Gibbons, who was my English teacher in high school in West Vancouver in the late 50s when I graduated from West Vancouver High School in 1961. Maurice is the one who really inspired me to appreciate and to write poetry. Ian Baxter, who was a teacher and an artist, a great artist and a teacher here for a very short period in the 60s when I was a student, and he taught studio courses, a real inspiration. George Rosenberg, who is probably the most influential of my art history teachers, who really taught me the discipline of art history and the rigor of research and the accuracy and objectivity of serious research practice. B.C. Binning, who is also a great artist, a very important artist in the history of modernist art in British Columbia, who was the head of the Fine Arts Department at the time, who would encourage me and was a tremendous influence and a tremendous inspiration. Elvin Balkand, who was the director of the UBC Fine Arts Gallery at the time, who gave me opportunities to exhibit my work and also encouraged me to write. Tony Onley, who is a Vancouver artist, who also was a tremendous inspiration and encouraged me. Tom Burrows, who's an artist friend who was at the university with me at the same time. We really worked together in many ways to inspire each other. And Bill Bissett, an important poet at the time who, for me, was, again, somebody I worked closely with. I also want to pay tribute to some students, again, from my art history classes in the 1960s that I taught, and who, these are people that I learned more from, as I keep on saying, than I ever taught them. And just to name them again, one, Jeff Wall, Rodney Graham, and Christos Dikiakos in particular. Many others I could also name, but these are the people that I feel I was the closest to at the time. So I owe the many students, colleagues and friends, both academic and artistic, who've participated in this project in their own individual way, my everlasting gratitude. And I thank all of those in the university community for awarding me this honorary degree. I take it as a sign of acceptance and prestige that my project, that my role in the formation of a synthesis of artistic experiment and academic research has come to fruition. But this is still a beginning, as a sign that I can turn my attention to an expanded dimension of my project and to meet the new challenges of our times with new works that express our place in the world. And as I consider this moment as a significant building block in the construction of my life, then it's simultaneously the capstone and the foundation. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who's brought me to this day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.